Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. If you're new here, smash the subscribe button, and also if you guys could hit the like, it really helps me out. Anyway, Vasyl Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez, a lightweight unification fight. This fight has obviously been talked about for quite some time. It's common knowledge that this fight will happen next. But obviously due to the COVID-19 epidemic, the fight has actually been put on hold and we've got no idea when this fight will take place. Now, who does that favour? Which fighter does that favour? I've seen a few people online suggest that it favours Teofimo Lopez, and I do understand their viewpoint. You know, Lomachenko, he's not getting any younger. I believe he's 31 years old. He's obviously had a super long amateur career. And he's got that style in which, as you age, is he going to be as effective? More than likely not. We will see. But I get where those guys are coming from, I really do. However, I actually believe it's a real possibility that this long wait will actually favour Vasyl Lomachenko. As we all know, Teofimo Lopez is a fairly big lightweight. In fact, today he's actually come out and said, right after the Lomachenko fight, he's going to move up to 140. He actually said the following: "My last fight with Richard Comey, I made weight easy, but that was after 9 hard weeks of camp. If we can do something like that again, maybe I'll stay a little longer." And he went on to say, "The max I would go is anywhere from 154 to 160, Lopez claims. I love to eat. My family, they call me Gordo. You wouldn't believe it by the appearance, but my father was big. I'm not the tallest, but I can manage it." Now there, Teofimo said that he made weight for Comey easily, but I've got to be honest, I don't really believe him. Just by looking at this guy, he's clearly a massive 140 pounder. I felt he looked pretty bad on the scales against Nakatani, but to be fair, he looked better against Comey on the scales. But there's only so many times you can keep dragging your body down to make weight. Eventually, it's going to get harder and harder and harder, and I believe that's the stage where Teofimo Lopez is at right now. He's still fairly young. I believe he's 22 or 23 years old, which means he's still growing. He's getting his man strength, and naturally, as he gets older, he's going to get slightly bigger, and obviously as that occurs, it's going to be harder for him to make weight. So, the delay in this Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez fight, yeah, potentially it could favour Lopez due to aging of Lomachenko, but on the flip side, I think there's a real possibility that this could affect Teofimo Lopez a lot more, to be honest. Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion, he appears more dedicated than a lot of modern fighters, but when this guy's not fighting, he still puts on a fair bit of weight, and, you know, while this COVID-19 epidemic is going on, how much is Teofimo going to be training? I think we can guarantee Lomachenko is going to be ticking over, he's going to be keeping himself in shape, and he's going to be working hard. You know, Teofimo Lopez, on the other hand, can we really say the same? I'm not entirely sure, in all honesty. He obviously works, you know, he is dedicated to a point, but is he that obsessed level dedicated that Lomachenko is? I'm not entirely sure, to be quite honest. I'm really not. In my opinion, the longer we wait, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually affects Teofimo Lopez more, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. You know, Teofimo Lopez to me is a guy who needs to be switched on. He needs to be fresh due to his fighting style. You know, he's very explosive. He relies a lot on timing, things like that, his speed. And if you're depleted at the weight, you know, things like that can be affected, in my opinion. They really can, especially given his style. So the longer we wait for this fight, don't be surprised if it affects Teofimo Lopez a lot more. Obviously, this can affect Lomachenko. As I said, the guy's not getting any younger, and he's a guy who relies a lot on his natural athletic ability. Obviously, he's a great boxer. You know, he's tremendously talented. He does everything right. But, you know, he also relies a lot on athletic ability. And as he gets older, of course, that's going to dwindle year by year, month by month, etc. So it's an interesting dynamic when you talk about this fight. And it's a dynamic that, in my opinion, a lot of people aren't actually paying attention to be honest. But yeah, obviously, hopefully we get boxing back sooner rather than later. And hopefully when we do, this fight gets made ASAP. Ultimately, I want to see both of these guys operating at their best or at close to their best as possible. We don't want no excuses after this fight. I really love this fight, as you guys I'm pretty sure are aware. But yeah, hopefully it happens as soon as this COVID-19 dwindles down. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this quick video. Hopefully you guys are all staying safe. You're staying sane. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Peace.